Welcome to day 9 of 12 days of stretch breaks. We're going to start with a dynamic movement today for the lower body, alternating glute kicks. You're just going to simply alternate kicking your heels back towards your glutes, one and then the other. And you can do whatever you want with the arms on this one. My arms just naturally swing forward and back like this. All right, but just keeping it low impact, starting to warm up through those hamstrings, the back of the thighs, maybe even getting a stretch through the front of the legs, through those quads. So lower body dynamic movement to start with here. A few more seconds, kicking those heels back, one and then the other. Let's go for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, next on up for the upper body, high rows. Arms start straight out in front, palms face down. You're gonna draw those elbows back, squeeze your shoulder blades together, and then reach forward again. Row and reach, row and reach. So starting to loosen up your shoulders, your chest, your upper back a little bit. And as I said, every time you draw those elbows back, squeeze those shoulder blades together, reach forward again. A few more just like this. Row and reach. Let's do 3 more. 1, 2, and 3. Relax those arms down. Let's do each of those dynamic movements one more time. Okay, so back to those glute kicks. Just a quick 30 seconds here. Okay, so just like the first go around, kick those heels back, alternating one and then the other. Let that upper body do whatever it naturally does. The first movement is to warm up through that lower body, and that second movement of the high row is to warm up through that upper body. So let's go for about 10 more seconds here with our glute kicks. One, then the other. For 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Glute kicks done. Let's do that high row one more time. Palms face down, draw those elbows back, and reach forward. Row, reach, row, and reach. And if it feels good to pause at any point, if you want to pause with those elbows back for a count of 2 to 3, please do. All right, I'm going to continue, not really pausing, maybe just a second or so, but you are welcome to hold that pause longer. Let's go for about 10 more seconds with our high rows. After this, we'll move into some static stretches. Let's do 2 more. Last one. Relax the arms. All right, let's come into a quad stretch. Shift your weight into your right leg, slight bend in that right knee. You're going to bend the left knee, draw that left heel in towards your glute, tuck the tailbone, and we're pausing here. And feel free to hold onto a wall, a stable chair, your desk for balance support if needed. I'm going to challenge my balance a little bit today and not hold on to anything. But, if you're like me and you're taking the balance challenge option, if you happen to lose your balance, that's okay. Get back into the stretch once you're able to. Pull that heel in, tuck the tailbone, feel that stretch in the front of the thigh for 3, 2, and 1. Let's go ahead and switch sides. Shift your weight into that left leg, slight bend in that left knee, draw that right heel in towards your glute, tuck the tailbone, and try to keep your knees relatively close together here. And just like the other side, you can either challenge your balance a little bit by not holding on to anything, or hold onto a wall, stable chair, desk. Last few seconds here. Let's go for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Release that foot down. All right, let's take it to eagle arms. You're gonna bring your arms out in front of you, elbows bent at 90 degrees. From here, you're gonna bring that right elbow underneath the left. And option 1 is to simply have the tops of your hands touching. Option number 2 is to bind again to touch your palms. And from either the tops of the hands touching or palms, you're gonna focus on pressing your elbows forward, raising your elbows up, pressing the tops of the fingertips to the ceiling. And once you feel that stretch in your upper back between those shoulder blades, pause there. Take some nice big breaths in and out. Close your eyes as you relax here in eagle arms. Again, either tops of the hands are touching, or bind again to touch those palms. Elbows go out. Press the fingertips to the ceiling. for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Release those arms. Give them a quick shake. Same thing, other side. All right, so elbows are bent at 90 degrees. This time the left arm is going underneath the right. Same thing, either touch the tops of the hands together or bind again to touch the palms. Press those elbows forward and then raise the tips of the fingers up, raising those elbows up. Feel that stretch and breathe into that stretch. Let your breath help you relax. If you find it hard to breathe, you may be a little bit too deep into the stretch, so ease back a little bit. Maybe you have to bring your elbows closer to your body, or maybe you have to lower the elbows down a little bit, or maybe you have to have the tops of the hands touching instead of trying to bind again to touch the palms. So let's stay here for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Release those arms down, and let's go ahead, take one big inhale and exhale. Inhale those arms up, exhale your arms down, and there you go. Day 9 of 12 days of stretch breaks complete. I look forward to seeing you tomorrow for day 10.